In this edition of RPP News, a lucky escape, the state government steps in, and a coup for our regional gallery. Hello, I'm Catie Sharp. Welcome to the latest edition of RPP News, bringing you stories from across Frankston and the Mornington Peninsula. Police and WorkSafe investigations continue after a collision between a cement truck and a Portsea-bound bus in Safety Beach on Wednesday. The impact of the collision caused the bus to crash through the front fence of a house on Prescott Avenue, clipping its roof. The bus continued to career through an adjoining boundary fence and crashed into a house on Dramana Parade, causing extensive structural damage. The driver of the bus, a 44-year-old man, and a 17-year-old male passenger were extracted and transported to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Another passenger sustained minor injuries and was treated at the scene by paramedics. There were up to 12 passengers on the bus, the rest of whom were fortunately uninjured. Also uninjured was the 32-year-old male driver of the truck, who was assisting police with their inquiries. There was no one home in either property at the time. RPP spoke to Mark Dorr from SES Sorrento, who attended the scene.
We were lucky that the bus was not fully full and there was only a total of 12 on board sort of thing. So I really don't know, just obviously all their stars aligned and for whatever reason they were lucky to not be seriously injured. I know 2 were taken to hospital, but I do not know what condition they're in and where they are now.
State Planning Minister Sonia Kilkenny has made a strong move in the ongoing debate over Frankston's FMAC structure plan. The minister has placed an interim 3-storey restriction on building heights in the area bounded by Wells Street, Beach Street, Cananook Creek Boulevard and the Nepean Highway. The Council's FMAC structure plan took 2 years to research and plan and details a 20-year revitalisation for Frankston, including the transformation of the Nepean Highway into a tree-lined boulevard with substantial building developments on either side. The plan has been criticised by opponents who have dubbed the buildings the Great Wall of Frankston. The Council responded to the Planning Minister's announcement with a media statement saying they eagerly await a thorough understanding of the rationale behind the interim planning controls. Mayor Nathan Conroy spoke to RPP about the implications of the move.
The FMAC structure plan is needed more than ever before. You look at the current economic climate with rising interest rates, increased cost of living, but we also have a severe housing stock shortage. And our plan is to increase that housing stock, particularly here in the Frankston Metropolitan Activity Centre, so the city centre of Frankston. And it actually works in line with what the Victorian and Australian government's priorities are when it comes to diverse housing options.
Meanwhile, Mornington Peninsula Mayor Steve Holland has confirmed that the Electoral Commission will review and oversee a transition to single councillor wards as part of the Local Government Act 2020. This will have a significant impact on the peninsula, where several wards have 2 or even 3 representatives. Mayor Holland offered more details on RPP's Peninsula Talks show.
The Mornington Peninsula Shire in particular, that review will begin on the 25th of October, and there'll be some more information published by the Electoral Commission around that date, and I think it will conclude before the end of the year. I'm not too sure when the results get published. It may be the start of 2024, and of course that's well in time in advance of the next council elections, which will take place in late 2024.
Families living on the peninsula will soon have better access to support with the site selected for a new early parenting centre in Hastings. The new centre will be built on part of the Hastings Community Health site at 185 High Street. The multi-million-dollar centre will feature residential family units and day-stay places and will provide support to more than 5,000 extra families each year. It is being delivered in partnership with the Queen Elizabeth Centre and Peninsula Health. AFL Southeast has announced the appointment of a new general manager. Bianca has the story.
AFL Southeast has appointed Hayden O'Connor to the role of General Manager Operations, following the resignation of Head Operations George Morgan. Hayden has been with the AFL SE since 2021, most recently in the role of Senior Football and Umpiring Manager. Since taking on the role, growth in umpiring has seen an increase over 20% across all participants and 40% in female recruitment. Hayden grew up on the peninsula playing football at junior level and umpiring at senior level. giving him a unique knowledge of the local competition.
And tickets are now available for the highly anticipated 2023 Archibald Prize at Mornington Peninsula Regional Gallery. Opening on the 15th of September, the exhibition will display 57 portraits, including this year's winning portrait of singer-songwriter Montaigne by Julia Goodman and the Packing Room Prize-winning work of Cal Wilson by Andrea Hewlin. MPRG is the first stop on the Archibald Prize 2023 regional tour. The display will run from the 15th of September till the 5th of November. Tickets can be booked on the MPRG website. After the break, Bianca will be back with the coming week's weather report.
Battery World now open in Mornington.
We know batteries. We know our 75 D23Ls from our DIN 65 LHs. And we know which is best for you. We have the range and a spark no one else can match because we live and breathe batteries. Those beautiful boxes and cylinders that power our lives and our passions. That's why we're the batteryologists. We're Battery World.
Battery World Shop 1, 43 Mornington Tyre Road, Mornington.
More and more people with a taste for quality are shopping at Eliza Meats. Kevin and his lean team pride themselves on the finest cuts, from juicy steaks and roasts to high-grade mince and sausages. And Eliza Meats are the gourmet specialists. Inquire about Eliza Meats Spit Hire. Phone 9787 4473 for a mouth-watering meal fit for a king. It's all at Eliza Meats. See our sponsor Kevin at Eliza Meats, 112B Mount Eliza Way, a station sponsor.
Everyone knows Australia has 4 big banks, but the 5th biggest retail bank is snapping at their heels. It's a bank that's been around for over 160 years, can be found in over 500 locations nationwide, looks after over 1.8 million customers, and is regularly voted one of the most trusted brands out of all the thousands of brands in Australia. Who is this fantastic number 5? Yep, it's Bendigo Bank. The better big bank.
Established in 1988, Progress Signs has been servicing the local community for 30 years. Located on the Mornington Peninsula, they are the #1 destination for all your signage needs, specialising in a variety of signage from vehicles to shop fronts, occasional and corporate events, short-term, long-term, and everything in between. If it's signs you need, be it large or small, Progress Signs is the place to call. Available 24/7 at progress-signs.com.au or call the team on 5975 9188. Thinking signs? Think Progress Signs, a station sponsor.
Welcome back. We go now to Bianca for this week's weather.
Hello, I'm Bianca and welcome to this week's RPP weather update. While this cold winter weather is predicted to continue, let's break down the details. Today, Sunday the 9th of July, should bring us a very cloudy day with an 80% chance of rain predicted over the Mornington Peninsula. We should reach a low of 8 and a high of 15. Monday brings us a partly cloudy day with rain periods. We should experience a low of 10 and a cool top of 15. Tuesday will bring us more rain with some sunny breaks in the cloud cover. We can expect a top of 15 and a chilly low of 10. Wednesday sees the sun returning with a low of 8 and a high of 16. Thursday sees the sun continuing to shine. We should reach a high of 15 and a low of 8. Friday brings us a mostly cloudy, cold day with the glimpses of sun in the cloud breaks. We may see some early morning rain. We can expect a top of 15 and a low of 10. And finally, Saturday will bring us a mostly cloudy day with little to no rain. We should reach a high of 14 and a low of 9. Well, that's all for this week. Try to stay warm and dry. I will see you again next week with another RPP weather update.
And now to our surf guru Muzz for the surf report.
Hey, it's Muzz back with this week's Peninsula Surf Report. No sign of the Thursday swell that was due and the Friday swell, pretty much nearly as little as it gets for this time of year. So winds northwest, everything looks all right, but just no swell coming with it. So by the looks of it, tomorrow, Saturday, will be the day, so we should get an increase in the swell in the afternoon, but the original forecast of it being really solid has backed off quite considerably, and depending on direction, depend on how many waves. But at least the wind's going to be in that northwest to west. Originally, they sort of say west to southwest, so at least it means it'll be offshore. The swell should hang around Saturday afternoon into Sunday. And it should be around next week, but it will fade out, so it's not going to be anything exceptional. So looking in this next week to end school holidays, Saturday into Sunday into Monday will be the best days. So hopefully you'll get in the water, and I'll see you next week.
And that's all from our team here at RPP News, serving the community with stories that matter to you. Keep watching and do tell your friends. Bring you the news from coast to coast across Frankston and the Mornington Peninsula, I'm Catie Sharp. See you for the next edition.